Ava Hill of Kindred was crowned North Dakota's first international pageant's national title holder, and she will serve as Miss International 2019, supporting her platform of suicide prevention as an international ambassador for the Peyton Heart Project. And Ava, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me again.
So great to see you again. And let's just start with the latest pageant and how it all went down.
I was just at Miss International. I just got back last night, actually, from New York City. It was an incredible opportunity. The international pageant system is so unique. I had the opportunity to compete with over 30 contestants from all around the world and all over the United States. And they kept us so busy throughout the week. It's absolutely crazy. You're up from 4 a.m. and go to bed at 1 a.m. and they keep you up to date on all of these community service events. We were able to volunteer for Ronald McDonald House and the Keep Your Faith Corporation, where we helped out with a festival with all the children. And all of this led up to our rehearsals, where again, we're up all hours of the day, rehearsing the show, going through our platforms, and then it leads up to that crowning moment. And you know, throughout the whole week, I was just having so much fun. As you can see, I'm completely in shock. I still am.
Beautiful picture.
But again, there were so many incredible women, so many wonderful girls that are out there making a difference in their communities and all over the world. So it was an honor to be crowned among all of those remarkable women. And
you touched on this, but could you explain to people kind of the difference between this pageant, Miss International, than some others?
Yes, the international pageant really goes beyond beauty. Of course, all these women are beautiful, but it's about the mission that they have, the platforms that they have, and how they're making a global difference, like I do with suicide prevention as a worldwide ambassador for the Peyton Heart Project.
And we do want to talk about your platform. It's a very important topic, sometimes a very difficult topic, though, for people to address. So what is your platform? And you have a personal story that is really, you know, kind of touches everyone's heart, too.
My platform is the Peyton Heart Project Hearts for Hope. In 2015, I woke up on a park bench after attempting to take my own life. I knew in that moment waking up that I'd been given a voice. I'd been given an opportunity to make a difference. So I decided to do everything in my power to do so and to raise awareness for suicide prevention. So I partnered with the Peyton Heart Project, which is a global suicide prevention and anti-bullying organization. What we do is we create handcrafted hearts that I gave you, and they have positive messages and information about the project, as well as a referral to the National Crisis Lifeline. And what we do with these hearts is we scatter them locally, nationally, and worldwide. They've been to over 60 countries in every U.S. state. I personally have been able to go to 25 states with these in 3 countries. So they're all over the world. We're able to spread hope and resources to anyone who may need them.
So can you give us, you know, just a couple of the top, you know, pieces of advice, whether you're suffering or someone you know may be suffering, and has suicidal thoughts? I mean, it comes down to really helping people. What can you tell them?
The first thing, there is hope. There is someone out there who will listen to your story. That's what the Peyton Heart Project is all about. It's about strangers doing random acts of kindness to know that others are loved. The second thing is, don't be afraid to talk about your story. I personally kept my story secret for 2 years from anybody. And that is a heavy weight to hold, especially when I was only 18, 19 years old. So talk to someone, whether it's a family member, a friend, a professional. And then second of all, reach out to resources. There's so many out there. American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, the Peyton Heart Project. So many resources out there where you can even remain anonymous. You can find support groups. There's so many options. So don't be afraid to reach out. There is always hope. There is always help.
Have you had people come up to you and just say, thank you for sharing your story? You've inspired me to share my story?
Every appearance I have. I average 2 appearances a week, over 300 speaking engagements. Every single time someone comes up to me. My first ever appearance, a girl came up to me and she had been crying during my presentation. Of course, I think, how did I offend her? Oh my gosh, I was mortified. But she came up to me and she gave me a hug immediately. She was the first one in line, and she said, thank you so much for telling me your story, because my boyfriend took his life last month and I have had nowhere to go and no one to talk to. And that's one of 200 people that have came up to me that day. So this is a growing issue. Every 40 seconds someone dies by suicide, and for every suicide there are 25 attempts, and I'm one of those. And now I'm a voice for those who need that hope and need that help.
Even when you look on the outside like you've maybe never had any problem ever, that doesn't mean that you didn't.
No, and that's something about suicide. It's incredibly complex. It never discriminates. It's one of the only things in the world that doesn't. And there is no face to suicide. It can affect anyone, anywhere, at any time. And that's what Hearts for Hope is about. There's always hope. This is a global movement through the Peyton Heart Project, just to let everyone know that you are loved. There is always help, and I now have an opportunity to go global and make a difference.
Congratulations on your title, and we'll have you back on. It's a great message that we need to keep having this conversation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stay with us. Coming up next, the annual Stuff the Bus event is coming up, and we have all the details right here on North Dakota Today.